Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Pivotal Moment. I'm your host, Nikita Faustin. Today we'll talk to YouTube sensation and makeup artist Candice Childress. Her makeup artistry has been featured on broadcast outlets like the OWN Network and ESPN, as well as national magazine covers. And she recently got a call from, wait for it, CoverGirl Cosmetics. Yes, CoverGirl. She'll talk to us today about how a recent YouTube video picked up more than 2 million views and how she's attracted nearly 50,000 subscribers. She'll tell us about a pivotal moment in her life that gave her the confidence to compete and win in the business of beauty. You can download her app from the iTunes store and catch her YouTube videos for the inside scoop on beauty and so much more. Find out how at the end of the show. Welcome, Candice Childress.
Thank you. That was such a warm welcome.
Well, you're such a warm person. And I have to tell you guys that Candice is an amazing spirit in addition to being an amazing makeup artist. So I'm so glad that she's taken time out of her schedule to talk with us today about her business and how to make, if you want to, YouTube a business for you, but how she's really doing this on such an incredible national level for so many people. So let's talk about that video that has the 2 million views. Mm-hmm. Did you expect for that number to hit where it is?
No, I did not. And that is what's so crazy. I literally was just like, I haven't put up any content in a while. I know my subscribers are wondering what I'm doing, where I am. So when my prom girl came, I was like, hey, are you okay with me filming you for my channel? And she was so gracious. And she was like, yeah, of course. And I literally ran outside to my car and grabbed my camera, my tripod, and just set it up. And we just filmed her. And I had no idea it would receive the reception. Like, I had no idea that it would become what it has become, basically.
And so it has become this incredible testament to your work and to your skill. And it's also helped you to build your subscriber list. And recently you were approached by a very large company, CoverGirl Cosmetics. So tell us about that and what it was to get that email or that call.
So having CoverGirl reach out to me felt so surreal. I almost didn't even believe it at first.
You're like pinching yourself like, wait a minute.
Yes. I literally checked the email. Like, is this really from CoverGirl? Like, I checked the address. I checked it all.
Of course.
So surreal. So, having them ask me if I would like to be added to their PR list. And for anyone who doesn't know what a PR list is, it's basically an exclusive list that you're put on to receive products before it hits stores nationwide or before it even launches to the general public. So it's like an exclusive list. And then, of course, them telling me that they're fans of my channel.
Wow.
I was like, this is really cool. I mean, you just never know who's watching. And of course, having a really big brand name stand behind you like that, it obviously opens doors for other opportunities.
So for folks who are listening who might be interested in starting, maintaining, or growing their YouTube subscriber list, how were you able to do it to go to the number you have now from where you began?
So with YouTube, they do try to help you out. There's an analytics dashboard. So they give you just really unique insights to who your audience is, where they're watching from, their age. So you can really take that information and you can harness it to your advantage. So for me, it took me going viral to realize, okay, my audience really doesn't care too much to see me do makeup on myself per se. They really more so care about seeing me do makeup on other people. Mm-hmm. So just looking for those clues and just constantly educating yourself. Social media is always changing. Every year it's a new trend or whatever. So it's always just trying to stay ahead of the trend, knowing what's going on, knowing who your audience is and catering to what they want to see from you. Because you are unique and you have an audience for a reason. So you have to listen to them and take heed to what they want. So if you can figure out how to do that and just kind of integrate it all across your social media, you will be fine.
That is great advice. That is wonderful. And it's obviously working for you. So this is Pivotal Moment, and we ask folks about the moment that really changed their life or made the biggest difference from where they were to where they wanted to be. What do you think was that moment, or if there were several or more than one, for you in terms of getting from where you were to where you are now?
Well, I had several pivotal moments.
Okay.
I feel like pivotal moments for me pop up once every couple years or so. But back in 2013, I would say it was when I competed in the Battle of the Brushes competition. So essentially, it was a competition downtown at the Palmer Hotel. They took 13 of the most sought-after makeup artists in Chicago and put them in this space to compete round after round. And I came in first place.
Whoa, nice.
Yes. Winning that really was like a pivotal moment. It was like, okay, if I can compete against all these other talented artists and come out on top, I've got something here.
Absolutely.
So, yes. And then, of course, in 2014, there was the Ardell Lash competition. So they held this like global competition where anybody could enter. You just submit your best holiday look. It was around Christmas time, and I submitted mine, and it was like over 3,000 entries, and I placed in the top 25.
Oh, my goodness.
So for that to happen, that was another pivotal moment for me.
Okay.
And then, of course, getting to the point where I have brands such as CoverGirl and things like that, Pixie Beauty, Urban Decay, reaching out to me to send me stuff and to work with me and to build some sort of relationship with me. That's another huge pivotal moment too. And it just makes me realize like I'm on the right path. I'm exactly where I should be. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And the universe just keeps giving me signs every year that I am right where I'm supposed to be.
And every year is getting better and better and better. So when you were little, when you were a young girl, were you envisioning a life like this? Were you always fascinated by makeup or beauty? Were you thinking that when you were little?
So it's so funny because I had no idea I wanted to be a part of the beauty industry. No idea. But it was always a part of me. And I just didn't realize it at the time. So I would get these magazines delivered every month, Cosmo Girl, Teen Magazine, Allure. And I would literally just flip through these magazines and look at the makeup. And that's where I would get my inspiration time. So like I said, it was always there. And it's funny because my grandmom tells this story where when I was little, I would like pretend to like polish her nails and give her facial.
Cute.
It's always been a part of me. Like I said, I just didn't know it at the time. But I like to think that those magazines almost helped serve as a catalyst for me. So they were so inspirational for me at that time.
And so when you're doing a client, I know every client is different and everyone probably has an idea of what they want. Is it always a different experience? And are you able to do what the client says they want or exceed it? Because I've seen your work and it's always, always incredible. Like whatever the person asks for, it seems like it's 10 times more incredible after you actually do it and you bring it to life. So do you have a vision in mind when that person comes to you, and does it normally match what the person wants?
So what's funny is that when people come to me, I have no idea what I want to do, and I really do like to get them involved in the process. I think it's nice to get them involved. When you go get your hair done and you go get your nails done, you have some sort of input of how you want to look. You
Right.
have some sort of expectation. So I do, and it's no different with makeup. So I do like to include them in that experience. And if they aren't really sure, I just kind of say, okay, well, what are you wearing this evening? Where are you going? Let me see a picture of what you're wearing. And then we kind of go from there. But sometimes I get people who bring photos to me and they know exactly what they want. And I try to deliver that, but every artist is different. So you have to stay true to who you are. You have to stay true to your style and just trust the process. I always say that. And so, yeah, I just put my own spin on it, but it comes out better than we ever hoped every time.
So given all the competition that's out there and given your success, How have you been able to differentiate yourself?
So I think I've been able to differentiate myself by just staying true to who I am. So no matter how much success I obtain from my industry, I remain myself and I remain humble and I treat people like human beings. Sometimes you have people in my position who get a little big-headed. It really gets to their heads. And for me, I understand it can all be taken away from me just as fast as it was given to me. And so I really like to keep that human factor about myself. Like I treat people like they're human. I try to connect with them. Getting your makeup done is such a personal experience. You're in their personal space. You're in their face. So I keep that in mind and I just try to connect with them and I try to talk to them and just give them the best experience. And I can honestly say I've made some of my closest friends started out as clients.
Sure.
And so I am just really grateful that I'm in a position where I've been able to turn clients into friends. And I think that's kind of what helps me stand out from the competition.
Mm-hmm.
Just my energy doesn't lie. And vibes don't lie.
You cannot make that stuff up. Not at all. It's there or it's not there. Either it is or it isn't,
Yeah, people feel it. So people obviously feel my energy. They feel I'm genuine. They feel that I really do care. I care about their well-being. I care about them as a human. I care about my artistry and how they're going to look in the end. I want them to leave as their best version. They feel all of that. And so when they come see me, they feel at home. They feel a safe place. And so.
Absolutely. And is that the most rewarding part of what you do?
It is. Yeah, it is. I enjoy the reactions I get from my clients after they go look in the mirror when I'm done and they scream or they cry. And I have to prevent them from crying so they don't mess with their makeup. And they take 100 selfies before they leave.
Yes.
Like they're just so happy. And I love that. It's really rewarding. And also just being able to share my talent with them, like teaching them what I know, like when I host my classes or doing YouTube, like being able to reach as many people as I can and just share my knowledge and my artistry. It's really rewarding.
And is there a challenging part to this entire process? Is there anything that is difficult at all?
The most difficult is, I'm just going to go based off of what I've heard people say. And some of the bad misconceptions about like makeup artists or beauty influencers is that we're stuck up or we think we're better, or these are things that I've heard. And it's like they have these preconceived notions about makeup artists and beauty influencers, but then they meet someone like me and they love me.
And you're the greatest. How can you not? Yes, 100%.
But yeah, and I also think another challenging part too is being that over the years, the makeup industry has become such a popular field compared to where it was 5 or 6 years ago. It's become like a really oversaturated industry. And so it could be, you can get lost in comparing yourself to other people. You can get caught up in comparing your success to other people's success. That can be a little challenging, but you really do have to stay true to yourself and just remind yourself you are on your own path. You are on a unique path. There's only one you. Everything happens in divine order. So it may not be your time right now, but next year around this time, it may be your time. So, those are just some of the demons that come with this industry. You compare or you never know, you could be on YouTube for a while and you might get stuck in a rut because none of your videos are taking off. And I was stuck in that for a while, but I never lost hope, ever. I would always tell myself, you are literally one upload away from going viral.
Yes.
You never know what you put out there. You never know what's going to take off. So you got to just take that mindset and you got to find ways to stay encouraged.
Yeah.
To keep going somehow.
And what is it that inspires you to stay encouraged? What do you count or who do you count as your inspiration for doing this?
I get inspiration from so much, but I get inspiration from people in my industry, such as Sam Fine. I even get inspiration from people who aren't in the industry, comedians, whatever. Like, as long as I see them doing their thing and they're out here flourishing and thriving, it just reminds me that there's no limit to what I can do. So for me, that's inspiring. Seeing other people win, that inspires me, regardless if they're in my industry or not.
And you have been helping others to win all the time. And what do you or who do you feel most proud to have partnered with or worked with so far? Would it be like CoverGirl?
CoverGirl is definitely one of them because it just kind of tapped back into my childhood, being that little girl going to Walgreens on the street to buy the latest CoverGirl mascara. That was full circle, being able to speak with a representative from the brand and build this sort of relationship and have them send me exclusive products. That was amazing. For that reason, another brand that I'm really proud to work with is Mented Cosmetics. So Mented Cosmetics is a Black-owned brand. Their sole mission is to deliver products for women of color. And you could be Latina, Afro-Latina, African-American, any woman of color, like they're an advocate for you. And they have really just given me this sort of stepping stone. They were actually the first brand that I ever did a review on. So they gave me a chance.
Nice.
And that obviously led to other brands giving me a chance too. I'm really grateful for them, and I still have a great relationship with them. They just reached out to me this week to have me do this sort of Instagram takeover.
Oh,
for their
nice. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll be filming that this weekend and getting that over to them. So you guys will be seeing me on the Mented Cosmetics Instagram page in the near future. So I'm excited about that.
Congratulations.
Yes.
That's great. So you've worked with all these amazing brands and amazing people. Who do you want to work with next?
Brand-wise, I would love to do something with MAC Cosmetics or even Fenty Beauty. That's Rihanna. Yeah.
For sure. Okay, yes. MAC and Fenty, if you're listening, I'll give her a call.
Yes, reach out to me via email.
We got you.
Yes, I would love to do something with either of those brands. And then as far as people, I love Sam Fine. He's like an OG. He has worked with Iman, and that's David Bowie's wife. And I just love him. He's just so talented and amazing. Totally. And then as far as like other beauty influencers, I would love to do something with like Jackie Aina or Time the Infamous or Makeup Shayla. I love all of them. Yes.
Okay. And so you have this phenomenal beauty business that you're building, and people are learning and finding you, and you're connecting with all these national influencers and companies. And yet you are still building your own kind of finance business as well. So how are you able to balance still having a professional life in the business industry and a professional life in the beauty industry?
Let me tell you, it is hard.
That's one.
So I don't even want to put it out there like it's easy. I'm going to keep it real. It is hard.
Yeah.
And you really have to learn a work-life balance. And it's especially hard for me because I'm trying to do so much on top of having a 2-year-old daughter.
Oh, goodness.
So I'm working 40 hours a week at my finance job. And then I'm also freelancing and doing makeup on clients on the weekends on top of trying to edit for my YouTube channel and produce this high quality content while still making time to spend time with my daughter.
Yeah.
So it's very hard, but you have to plan strategically. So for 2019, my goal is to take 1 weekend off per month.
Okay.
And dedicate that to doing whatever it is that I want to do. So while I'm working Monday through Friday, in finance and doing makeup on clients 3 weekends out of the month. That one weekend where I'm off, I can spend time with my daughter. I can go see family. I can edit for my YouTube channel to get more content up. So it's a work in progress. It's hard, but it's doable if you love what you do.
And you're so good at it too. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the brilliant artist behind the Pivotal Moment picture that is on iTunes. The iTunes cover art, the makeup artist who did my makeup is this young lady right here. So I am a living testament to her skill, and she will make you feel like you're the most important person in the world, even if there are 30 people waiting for her. And it's just amazing because you really do have that connection and you build that rapport. So is there anything else, Candice, that you would like to share that you think would be particularly helpful for our audience, for future YouTubers, for current beauty influencers, or anyone else that will be listening?
Yes. First of all, thank you so much for your kind words. If I could give any advice, it would be to not be afraid to network. Do not be afraid to go out there and meet people. We live in an age where people have so many talents, and people aren't afraid to showcase those talents to the world. So it's so easy to network. I've met so many amazing people, and so many opportunities have stemmed from meeting these people. So, for example, I met you, and look, I'm on your podcast, which is amazing.
Yay! I told you, I said, Candice, you're going to come on my podcast. I know you have all of these important people waiting for you, but you're going to come on.
Yes. You literally said, wait for the email. And I waited.
I was so serious. I'm like, this chick is too talented. She has to be a guest. She has to tell everybody how she's doing it, which is what you're doing now. So thank you.
Thank you. And also, too, another amazing person that I met. So when I was shopping around looking for a venue to host my first makeup class, my cousin took me to her friend. And her friend owns a business. It's called the Insurance Exchange. And this is a Black-owned insurance company.
Okay.
So I met one of the owners there. Her name is Nikki. And let me tell you, I love Nikki, okay? Being able to meet Nikki and network with Nikki has opened so many doors for me. So not only do I have a safe haven to conduct any of my future makeup classes, I know I can go to her.
Yes.
No doubts about it. But knowing Nikki gave me my first opportunity of getting my work on the cover of a magazine.
Oh, let's talk about that. Yes.
Yes. And also in a commercial that was shown on ESPN, the OWN network.
Wow.
So being able to network and meet people is so important, and you just never know how it will affect your career in the long run. So just get out there, be yourself, make connections, and genuinely vibe with people, and things will just organically come from it.
And we were talking about some of the national and large brands that you worked with, having done something and having that makeup or having that product on ESPN or OWN and having it on covers of magazines is phenomenal. Tell us about how that came about and where else we can see your work and where else your work has been featured.
Mm-hmm. And so the opportunity for the magazine cover and the commercial came about solely through Nikki.
Wow. So
that's why I said it's so important to network and meet amazing people, because you never know how it can benefit you. So absolutely. I originally went to Nikki just looking for a place where I can host my makeup classes. And from that, we built this sort of friendship and great business relationship. And opportunity came about where Nikki was doing an interview for this business magazine. And they loved Nikki's interview so much that they asked if she wanted to be the cover feature. And so who did she call when she got that opportunity? She called me.
Absolutely.
So I had the opportunity of putting my work on the cover of a magazine. And then she also shot, because like I said, she's one of the owners of her own business, which is the Insurance Exchange. And so the Insurance Exchange, which she runs and her sister runs as well, along with her dad, they had a commercial coming up, and so she brought me in to do the makeup for her and her sister.
Wow.
And we shot the commercial.
Wow.
And the commercial appeared on OWN Network and ESPN and things like that. So,
Candice, that's phenomenal.
Thank you.
Phenomenal.
But like I said, that's why it's so important to network and just try to meet people.
People see your work on TV, on magazine covers. How can they learn more about you and book your services if you have room in your calendar? How do they follow you and find you?
So, everyone, you guys can find me I make it so easy. You can find me on all social media networks, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all under iCandyCandice. That's EYECANDYCANDICE, iCandyCandice. So, like I said, I make it so easy. And if you're ever in the Chicagoland area, you can book my services by going to iCandyCandiceMakeup.com. If you have an iPhone, you can download the iCandyCandice app in your app store and book me right from there.
And one more question, because you also do or provide makeup classes or beauty classes where you're instructing others on how this business works and how the artistry works. Where can people find information about that? Is that also on your site or on the YouTube channel?
Yeah, so you can find any of that information. I don't have one scheduled yet, but I do want to schedule one for some time this year if my schedule allows for it. But if I do decide to, you will see it everywhere because, hello, I'm a marketing major, so it's going to be everywhere, okay? It's going to be on my Instagram.
You said, hello, I'm a marketing major.
It's going to be on my Instagram,
I'm dead.
My Twitter, my YouTube channel, my website. It will be everywhere. So as long as you're following me, you will be in the loop as far as what my next makeup class is and when it's going to be. It'll obviously be held at the Insurance Exchange with my girl, Nikki. I got to support my fellow Black-owned businesses. So, yeah, so stay tuned.
All right. Thank you so much, Candice. We are staying tuned. We are following. And we are watching what you are doing as you make the world of beauty come alive for us and so many others. So thank you so much for coming on the show. And we will continue to watch you as you blow up.
Thank you so much, Nikita, for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. Keep doing your thing. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I love you, girl. Talk to you soon.
Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Shout out to Candice for making a mark in the beauty world and making a difference in the lives of her clients. We love her energy and her talent. She is amazing. Look for more to come from this beauty mogul who has taken the industry by storm. And heads up to MAC Cosmetics and Fenty and Sam Fine. Candice is looking to work with you. As a little girl, Candice used to flip through beauty magazines and tear out the pages to study the makeup, setting the stage for the success she'd one day enjoy. So find her at iCandyCandice Makeup on all social media channels. And remember, whatever you're doing today, be sure you're preparing for the success you seek. It will come. And it very well may be closer than you think. Pivotal Moment reminds us that where you are and where you want to be is within reach. I'm your host, Nikita Faustin. We'll talk to you next time.